Well, hi everyone. Great to be here today. Thanks to Josiah and Chiki and the team for inviting me. Just for the next 10 minutes, I want to talk a bit about choosing your distribution channel. Very important given what everything that's been happening. I'll start with this. I think ang unang-unang kailangan maintindihan is let's not use a playbook from 2 years ago. Some of our strategies, we developed it years ago, pre-pandemic, and really looking at very different scenarios. My suggestion is to relook at your playbooks, at your strategies. Unang-una, explore new channels. Sinabi nga ni Queenie Kua kanina, be where your customer is, omni-channel convenience. So I'm sure a lot of us are already doing delivery. Makikita nyo, Grab Food, Food Panda. I'm sure a lot of you are on it, especially if you're in the food sector. But don't just stick to the aggregators. There are new ones such as Bookie, the digital ordering system. Beyond aggregating, it gives you control of your own data. So parang internal delivery system nyo yan. Commissions being maybe 1/3 of some of these aggregators. Tingnan nyo din, Lazada, Shopee. I know a lot of your retailer, you're probably selling on it. But tingnan nyo din, a lot of food brands are actually selling on it already. Whether it's Army Navy, Potato Corner, they actually make a lot selling e-vouchers here. So tingnan nyo, sundan nyo where your customer is. Viber and communities. I'm sure a lot of you have Viber communities, but Viber ordering is also very big. Some people prefer to just order via Viber instead of clicking through websites. Resellers as well, and of course the mall apps. I know SM just launched their mall app, where instead of you having to buy, have 3 deliveries from 3 different places, everything in the mall you can just order and they'll deliver it to you. Next is not just explore the new channels, review your site selection criteria as well. So kung may physical stores kayo, I know before when I conduct surveys, 90% of people will say they want to enter the mall. These days, a lot of people want to go outside the mall. Baliktad naman, 80-90% want non-mall. Just understand ano ba yung advantages, re-look at your site selection criteria. Do you think, is the security of the mall, the traffic in the mall better for you? Or do you want the flexibility of non-mall locations? Both have advantages and disadvantages. It's not that one is better than the other. Of course, you also want to see convenience versus high traffic. Most people say, always get high traffic areas. But these days, it's not necessarily high traffic, but the convenient areas, the areas where people can easily access you because they don't want to travel far. They don't want actually high traffic, crowded areas. So look at that. Tingnan nyo din, do you still want to create large stores or start focusing on smaller stores? So don't use that playbook from 2 years ago. Rewrite your playbooks for this new normal. The next, I have a question to everyone here. Imagine lang, tomorrow you have, I gave you someone gave you 100 million pesos, gave you, instead of you having 24 hours, you have 48 hours every day. And they gave you 500 new super trained employees. And also they gave you contact to every landlord, every mayor, every LGU in the country. How many stores do you think you could open? If you had a lot of money, time, and people, how many stores can you open? Some people would say 10, 100, 1,000, 500. As you expand, you don't have to do it yourself. Most people think, if 1 million ang isang store, I need 100 stores, I need 100 million pesos. That's not really true. As part of Francorp, we help duplicate the success of your business using other people's money, time, and organization. That's what franchising does. Imagine with franchising, someone is paying you to run your business. Someone pays you a franchise fee, someone pays you monthly. But on top of that, they actually are there giving you, spending their time. Imagine every of your store is being operated by an owner like you. At the same time, they bring in all their connections. So as you look at distribution channels, not everything you have to do yourself. Some you can actually have someone else do for you. And don't think you have to already be big to franchise. A lot of brands started small. You have a Faron Cafe who started when they had 28, it's a 28-year-old couple, students, biglang nag-scale up siya to about 200 plus stores through franchising. Turk Shawarma, most people think nagpa-franchise yan. Kaya lumaki siya dahil sa mga billboard niya, sa mga Piolo Pascual. But they started franchising at 40 stores. They grew to about 200. That's the time they were able to afford all these big celebrities. Pharmacy as well, if you think of the generics pharmacy, they have 2,000 stores, but they started when they had one. And even until now, about having other people do it for you, running the stores, they still only operate 3 stores. Well, 2,000, the rest of the 2,000 are franchised. Potato Corner, of course, we know from a small food cart, they have 1,400 stores globally. And you don't even have to be the typical food and mga retailers. LTNG is a micro-lending franchise from Lucena, expanded to over 70 stores, from 4 to 70 stores. So think of it, if you have a successful business, other people, other entrepreneurs may want to help you run it, may want to run it for you as well, and then open their own branches. My last tip about choosing your distribution channel is, well, one, ang daming channels there, but also you have to choose the right one for you. But at the same time, test, measure, and optimize. Tingnan nyo, all your different channels, saan ba kayo talagang kumikita? Because a lot of them, it's not really expensive to start, but sometimes it takes a lot of money and time to operate and to continue. Now, as part of Action Coach, a business coaching franchise, they have this model called the 5 Ways to Grow Your Profit. Usually it's a 2-hour seminar, but I have probably 2 minutes left to talk about it. So I'll go through it quickly. Most people, when you look at ano ba ang successful, you look at customers, you look at revenue, you look at profit. But you can't just tomorrow say, I just want higher profit. These are the outputs. Ang kailangan natin tingnan are the inputs. For me to get customers, higher revenue, higher profit, I have to actually change 5 different things in my business. Unang, number of leads. Kung may website ako, I have 25,000 people visiting my website. But out of that 25,000, the equally important number is, ilan ba dyan ang bumili? Let's say 2% ang bumili, which means I had 500 customers. The next is, okay, I have 500 customers. Ilang times sila bumibili in a month? Maybe they buy 4 times. And every time they buy, magkano binibili nila? Ano yung average basket size nila? So let's say 400 pesos. So on average, 2,000 pesos every month. So that's 1 million pesos. And then you look at your profit margins. Magkano ba kita ko dyan? Let's say, because mababa naman ang cost ko sa running a website, I profits about 500,000 pesos. Very important for a lot of us. Tingnan natin tong 5 factors. So instead of saying, I want more customers, you have to think, how can I increase my leads or conversion rates? So, for example, in this scenario, maybe the 2 things to increase your profit is you look at, okay, how can I have higher cost conversion rates and have higher, every time bumili sila, paano mas marami binibili nila? You have examples, and I showed quite a few examples kanina about digital marketing and different things you can do. Showing your higher demand items, making it easy for them to order means, mas marami sa kanilang bibili. Also, you always see mga bundle packs discount when you buy 700 pesos. So you imagine if from 500, you increase the average sale to 700 pesos. That actually significantly increases your profit. So just to summarize, that was a very quick run through. Don't use a playbook from 2 years ago. Explore new channels and review the selection criteria. Second is, you don't have to do it yourself. Duplicate your success using other people's money, time, and organization through franchising. And the last, test, measure, optimize through the 5 ways to grow profit. So tingnan nyo ang ilang leads, ilang conversions, average basket size, how many transactions, and then your profit margin. There are about 360 ways to grow your profit. I can't, of course, talk about all of them today, but feel free to give me to email me or to give us a call. Happy to email you this. We have a 5 ways to increase your business profit. There's like 300 ways for every of those levers. I'm happy to send that to you. Thank you very much.